school bus, and I love that photo. I just love that photo. And it's very wonderful. Sorry, sir.
See, she gets slogans about French and English. You do, that's great.
Well, but I think that's important. And I was very lucky. I mean, the way my parents brought me up, I was raised in 3 languages from the word go. And that gives me the cultural facility also to deal with the 3 languages. And to this day, I read and write and, you know, I express myself in all 3. That is not, unfortunately, given to everyone to be born and raised in 2 or 3 languages. But if we're doing through to our bilingualism, we have to get it. And it is possible to get it. There are very, very good translators out there. People who actually get it. And WestJet, I'd like to get their translator. They do get it. It's wonderful. I was coming in today and I was looking at their little magazine and said, wow, their slogans work in both languages. Even their menus. You know, to translate their whatever snacky thing into la petite fringale sur le pouce, that was good. That was the way to do it. And they could have just made a very straight translation that wouldn't have the same snappy sense. Sorry.
People change the party name from Liberal Party to WestJet Party.
I don't like their collars. I don't like their collars.
One question I worry about is when it comes to the election. It's not that far from now.
3.5 years.
I'm afraid that the Conservatives will outspend us in advertising.
Well, that's, I think, one of the things Ralph Goode was trying to build, is trying to build right now, is this fund that is solely dedicated to the marketing campaign that we'll have to put in place the moment we elect a new leader. That we define our new leader and we don't wait for the Conservatives to do it. And that's Ralph Goode's strategy. That's what he's doing right now, building this chest, this war chest of funds for that. And we are very, very aware that, you know, the Conservatives have outspent us for the past 4 elections. They've been spending, and there are limits between elections. We could be spending, if we wanted, $1 million a month for the next 4 years, promoting our leader, okay? Because nobody could put limits on it. The only limits we have is during the election, during the rent period. So right now, we could be spending $1 million a month.
If we had it.
If we had it. But I'm not being so facetious. I mean, just take, for example, $500,000, okay? $500,000 represents $6 million of budget, marketing budget. We get, with all the subsidies and donations and our parliamentary budget for the Liberal Research Bureau, which is a marketing tool, or should be, we get around $9 million in odd dollars. Okay. Let's put perhaps $3 million every year into marketing our leader. Every year, constantly, making sure that our leader is out there.
The message.
Leader of the party, but you know, not allowing the Conservatives to come and define our leader for us. Because the moment we elect a new leader, they're going to be out there with their messaging right away. Like they did with Dion, like they did with Michael Ignatieff. So we have to be very prepared to, counterattack the moment they come up with their strategy.
Absolutely. But then the Liberals' own fault was to shove Dion aside.
We don't, in that we're very similar to the PQ in Quebec. We are often with our leaders. We were often with Mr. Chrétien. And I don't think we gave Mr. Dion the chance he needed to actually prove his mettle.
Not even close.
Not even close. And then Michael Ignatieff, the same thing. Michael Ignatieff, the only difference with Michael Ignatieff is that he didn't win his seat.
You didn't wait.
He didn't win his seat in this election.
Well, and he quit the next day.
Well, but because he didn't win his seat. Now, if he had won his seat, the same way that Stéphane Dion did in 2008, he won the seat, and with a very comfortable majority, why didn't we actually think twice about, disposing of him say, okay, let's give him a chance in the next 6 months to come up with some sort of proposal. How do we learn from this election? No, we go straight into leadership.
So should we expect leadership on that from the national executive, from the
I
president
think
of the
so.
party?
Well, the executive of the party,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. I believe so. I believe we should be a lot, I mean, Layton wasn't made in one election. Harper wasn't made in one election. Even McGinty wasn't made in one election. No, if we're going to talk, comparables,
Parliamentary system. Yeah, you
it's
need to
part of
grow up
it. You
in
need to, give time to actually grow into the position.
Unless you're
And build caucus loyalty. Mr. Dion didn't have time to build caucus loyalty. Because bottom line, the ones of us who were elected under him, the new ones who were elected under him, we only had him as a leader for 2.5 months. And poof, he was gone. And yet, I was elected under his leadership. Bonnie Crombie, Rob Olive, and all of us who were elected as new MPs in 2008, he was our leader. So, he could have built some loyalty with us, at least with the new members.
But you also have people in the party, including MPs, who are undermining him right from the start. And that's been one of the...
We will not
flaws
get
of
into
the
that
party.
story. Because that is, that is.
And that's a
One
party,
person's mistake.
that's a party issue, and it's
Yes.
a leadership.
It is a party issue.
President of the party issue.
Because it's facilitated by the executive. So if the executive puts, some lines in the sand and says, no, we will not go beyond this. But maybe something to be debated at the convention too. How do we deal with a loss after an election? Does it automatically mean that we request our leader to resign? Does one thing equate with the other?
No.
Not necessarily. And we should actually take a page of the other party's books and say, they let their leaders grow into the position. And actually, at 34 seats right now, we can only grow. No? We can't go down. So, thank you very much. It was wonderful having this opportunity to